evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Radio. Today, we tell the tale of a man who has built his name up from the ground to win the hearts of people throughout the world. He has brought laughter and intrigue with countless shows that he himself created, reached out to the children, tomorrow's future, and to this day continues his very deepest beliefs, proving there is much more to him than a family man with some clever witticisms. I present to you the men of the hour, Bill Cosby. It was a bright summer's day in 1937 when Bill was thrust unto the world in the city of Philadelphia. Even as a young lad, Cosby quickly established himself as a class clown, and his educators could not forego notice. While he brought a ray of sunshine into the classroom, his studies paid the price. In the 10th grade, his buffoonery caught up with him, and Cosby dropped out to join the Navy. After eventually graduating high school, he took on a series of short jobs to support his newly raised family, including selling produce.
$3, please.
Shining shoes.
Shoe shine.
And stocking stores.
Canned peas now $6.
He later attended university, where he took on a new job as a bartender. This is when he discovered his burning passion for making others laugh. He then chose to leave university to pursue his comedy career, where he began to set up a reputation with humorous recollections of his childhood.
His comedy career started off as a booming success with his signing to the smash adventure hit I Spy, inspired by the James Bond films.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
I Spy followed the career of two Pentagon agents who used the cover of a world-class tennis player and his trainer. It also made Cosby the first African-American co-star in a dramatic television series. Cosby won 3 consecutive Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, and the show finished among the 20 most watched shows of the year.
Hey! Then along came Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. This Saturday morning animated children's show was created, produced, and hosted by Cosby. It was firmly based on his childhood and the gang that he hung around with. This version of the show ran from 1972 to 1979, and then was recreated as the new Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, which ran until the end of 1985.
Elementary schools all over America use this show as a teaching tool because the show was well known for having educational lessons.
It was Cosby's The Bill Cosby Show that kick-started his glamorous career. The Bill Cosby Show marked the first time an African-American starred in his own series. He played the infamous role of Chet Kincaid, a phys ed teacher at an LA high school.
The show was funny enough to not use laugh tracks, which was groundbreaking for the time. The series ran for 2 seasons and totaled 52 episodes.
Later, 2 executives that had left ABC formed their own company called the Carsey-Warner Company. The suddenly renamed Cosby Show was born when Warner and Carsey saw a video of Cosby's stand-up called Bill Cosby Himself.
The show followed an upper-middle-class African-American family, the Huxtables. The series was humorous, but also shed some light on serious issues such as pregnancy and dyslexia. The program was avant-garde due to the fact that race was never discussed throughout the course of the series. The Cosby Show was the 3rd longest-running U.S. television series featuring a predominantly African-American cast. The show ran for 8 seasons with 197 episodes.
Throughout the 90s, Cosby began to work on a series of new personal projects. He revived a classic, the Groucho Marx game show, You Bet Your Life, as he took the role of host. He later began working on Spike Lee's 4 Little Girls documentary, covering the racially fueled bombings in Alabama, which may have sparked the mass publicity of his political views.
Cosby's love for children then led to hosting Kids Say the Darndest Things in 1998. His sincere passion for helping and teaching children was evident with his work on this show. Cosby later stated that this was one of the best times of his life.
By 2000, Cosby had published 7 books and went on to write more.
He spoke about the current state of the Black community yet again, decrying teenage pregnancy, the prevalence of single parenting, and dropout rates in schools.
Cosby received harsh criticism, but was unapologetic and continued to speak out against blacks who have forgotten the sacrifices of those in the civil rights movement. He continues to lecture in local black churches and educational institutions.
The life of Bill Cosby has been nothing less than extraordinary. His dedication to comedy, children, and his career has made him one of the most influential media personalities of all time. The broadcast industry would be lacking without Bill Cosby.